Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the channel. I've got an exciting one here for you guys. As I mentioned in a couple of my other videos, I'm really looking to find communities that are helpful in the growth of everyone who's in this space and who wants to kind of learn or find other ways to make money in the space other than just throwing money at dApps and hoping and praying something goes well. And as we've seen, they don't necessarily go so well, especially lately. So I've had a chance to talk with Troy and Mike just about what they're doing, and I've actually gone through it as well and really, really liked it. So reached out to them about coming to talk to my community as well as possibly some other ones down the road to try and see if this is the right fit for you. So we'll go through a whole lot of details. I guess to start us off, if you guys want to do a quick intro of who you guys are and all that jazz, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, first of all, thanks for having us on. Appreciate you, Justin. And by the way, like the fact that you went through it yourself speaks volumes. I mean, for us, it's all about giving. The opportunity is there. You can lead a horse to the water. You can't make it drink. So, coming through it and, kind of going through the motions yourself, seeing what we're talking about is number one. Like, are these guys actually real? Are they providing value? That's kind of for us, the key thing. So like, look, I mean, we've all been in projects before that have done really well and been in projects where, my money got stolen. I mean, that's just the simple fact of crypto, DeFi, and really any investment that you make. You kind of have this like, choice. Do you want to go really safe? Do you want to go really risky? And, I've had those, investments where I go a little bit more risky. And I used to have a YouTube channel where we talk about, risky and risk on investment, especially during the bull run. Unfortunately, some of those didn't go so well, and some of them 150x. I mean, I 120x on BNB Pay. I did really good on a few other DeFi projects, and as you probably know, with EMP.money, I was one of the founders of EMP.money, and we had that community is just amazing. I love AJ, I love Jake, I love the whole thing. I was part of the first six people that started that project. So, coming from the world of just trying to, make the smartest move in investment, the 4-day challenge is here. And I'm glad that you went through it. It's here to show you, before you pull back the curtain and go through the door down this road, if I want to be a trader or I want to learn trading on a different level, it's really there to show you a strategy that we know works. And we now have hundreds of students that are inside of our inner circle that are showing every single day the results from their trading. So just happy to be here, brother. I just want to kind of point a few things out before we got started. And yeah, thank you for having us.
No worries. My pleasure.
Yeah.
So yeah, just maybe a quick little thing about you guys. Just introduce yourselves, I guess.
Yeah. The Midas Touch Trading Group. I'm Mike. This is Troy. Troy, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
We both have beards. His is a little sexier.
There you go.
Well, it depends on who you talk to.
Yeah, my wife does not like it. She's the clean-shaven kind of guy. So although sometimes I like to dabble on vacation and stuff, I usually get told to shave it off. Awesome. So, and obviously the point of this is Forex trading, just to get to the overarching kind of thing. If you maybe want to go through just sort of a 40-foot view of what you're trying to do, what you guys are trying to accomplish, obviously helping people. And that's, again, the reason why I brought you guys on. And again, just to give a little bit of I guess a little lingo into what I've seen so far is you guys are active on this schools, I think it's called, right?
And we start, school community. Yep.
Yeah. And so you guys are super, super active on there. Like I said, I have gone through it. And if I do have community members that decide to do this, I actually will come on and I'll commit to coming on and almost going through it again with them. Because I'd like to, like I said, if it's something that adds value, I want to see first off if it adds value for more than just me, right, and all that kind of stuff. So what are you guys looking to do, I guess, right now?
Yeah, so the 4-day challenge is really simple. We started my journey, just a little bit about myself. I started crypto trading back in 2017. I've been trading Bitcoin, for a long time. The liquidity spikes in crypto really got me in a situation where I was spending a lot of money learning, and not a whole lot of money educating myself. So I was learning real time. So I spent a lot of money, over 6 figures, learning in the hard way. But crypto, there's just not a lot of liquidity in crypto. So, I have a few mentors that I followed over the years, and they really showed me this different path down a road of commodities trading or Forex. Or, for me, I like to trade gold. Getting into silver trading, I like to look at the NAS and the SPY and the Qs. And look, these are real things. These are things that have a lot of liquidity. There's not one, with Bitcoin, you got like these liquidity spikes that just take your stop loss out, and then you just lose, and that's it. When you're trading Forex, when you're trading things that have trillions of dollars of liquidity, that's a much harder move to make. That's a much harder thing for the market to pull on you. So as I moved over into trading Forex to start, I just realized that, you know what, I need a strategy that really works. That's not just like made up, something that's back tested thousands of times, something that I can trust and believe in. And I think the biggest thing for me was sitting with somebody for 9 months. I saw this person trade and lose literally less than 10 trades. And they just followed their strategy. And I learned about support and resistance. I learned about the certain things that we show in the naked hedge system now. So the idea is to have somebody come through the challenge, essentially take the 4-day challenge is what we say. And when you go in the 4-day challenge, what you're going to see is that we don't hold back anything. The mission is really simple. We're here to demystify the trading myth of trading's complicated. So we're going to pull back the curtain. We make it accessible. We make it empowering for everyone. And basically through that challenge, we're going to introduce a straightforward strategy that we call the naked hedge. And essentially we're using hedging. That's why we use offshore brokers that aren't, necessarily regulated here in the United States, simply because they allow hedging. They allow 500 to 1 leverage. So that's why we use them. It's not that they're any worse or whatever. There's plenty of other brokers you can use. If you don't want to do it that way, you can do hedging on 2 different regulated brokers, one where you're selling, one where you're buying, but I'm not here to talk about that. And our aim is to basically break down the barriers to foster a supportive community, empower individuals to basically take control and understand how to trade within those 4 days. So now we've done this, 2 times so far. We've done the 4-day challenge. We brought in 130 students into the inner circle, and we've had about 300 students take the 4-day challenge. So the amount of people that are willing to basically move forward with their education and continue learning this is almost half of the people that have gone through the challenge, which is like extraordinary. So we offer some things that are pretty, I'm not going to get into it right this second, but things that are a little bit more exclusive than other trading groups. I didn't want to have to pressure someone and say, hey, I want you to stick with the demo account and learn trading. And by the way, you're not going to make any money during that time. And there's no way for me to help you out with that. When in our community, there's a way for you to earn to learn, or earn while you're learning. Yeah. And we do that very specifically through a copy trade model. I'm not going to get into that right now, but if you go through the entire challenge, that's something that, on day 4, we do talk about that kind of encompasses everything that we go through. But each day is specifically focused on different elements of the strategy. And then day 4, we put it all together. And, as you're going through it, you're completing homework tasks on a daily basis and seeing for yourself. It's not just about like listening to a lecture. You're going through and you're actually putting the time in, you're back testing. And that's where people kind of fail. They failed to do that work. Yeah. So yeah, does that kind of give you a better?
No, that's great. And I went through and I did my homework late, but I enjoyed going through it. Once I did it, a lot of
you did it though.
Yeah, I did it. And a lot of the clicking moments happened at that point, and a lot of the understanding and I'm like, okay, I can do this. Yeah. And then, like you say, practicing afterwards. Right. The other thing that I really want to, I guess, stress at this point, possibly is a good time, is with you guys. This is not something where you need to put hundreds of hours. I mean, obviously over time, but daily, you're not putting in tons of hours, it seems, with the strategy. A lot of it can be setting alerts and even using your phone when you're on the go at your job or whatever to manage it. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, absolutely. The strategy, and Troy, maybe you can speak on it a little bit. We both have families and a life, and, he's got 3 kids. I got 2. It's like, we both have our hands full. So yeah, go ahead, Troy, if you want to speak on that.
Yeah. I'm Troy, by the way. Hi, everybody. Glad you're here. This is a great opportunity. So just to kind of tell you a little bit about my backstory first, I am a contractor. I've got a couple other businesses. I have a real estate company too. So I had a lot of money coming in, or just extra cash, and it would just go in the bank and it just sat there. And I wanted to do something with that. And I looked at like rentals, maybe starting another business or something like that. But I realized, that's going to take a lot of time, because I've started businesses. It takes time. And if you're going to buy a bunch of rent houses and fix them up, it takes time, right? I wanted to find something that was a little bit easier and didn't take a whole lot of time or effort to like make some pretty good gains. So then I started going into trading, like just getting on YouTube and like looking at videos where people were kind of showing how to trade or whatever. You've seen all those videos where it's like, 1,000x your account in a couple weeks or whatever, learn to trade, use this indicator, yada, yada, yada. I went down that rabbit hole. And yeah, so lost some money. But I saw some potential in there, right? I was like, there's got to be somebody who's mastered this, and I want to find out who that person is. And I don't remember how it happened, but I stumbled across Mike. I think it was like another trading community or something that you might have been a part of. And you were basically just freely giving away information. It was just like, you're posting some videos. Hey guys, this is what I'm doing. And I really related to it because the strategy that you were teaching was very simplified. I'm not a super smart guy. I didn't do great in school. I need stuff that's like very simple, right? Where I can see like, okay, go in here, click this button, wait for price to come up to this area, this zone, and then sell, right? Like I needed stuff to be simplified. So I just started following Mike and his strategy and these videos that he was putting out there. And I started getting results. And it got so ridiculous, I ended up doubling 2 of my accounts, right? This is pretty impressive. So I kind of reached out to Mike and I was like, dude, I don't know what, I've got to thank you. Like, can we be friends? Like, let's talk. I was like, dude, this is great. We need to get this out there to other people. So, I mean, Mike will probably tell you I'm his top student. I'm just somebody that just saw something there, like saw something that was different from what everyone else was putting out there. And I just went for it. It was just like one of those no-brainer things where it was like, why isn't anybody paying attention to this? This works. And yeah, this is like some kind of secret thing that's going on, but I don't care. I'm all in. Like, I'm your top student. I want to help other people teach too, because I do have kind of a background in teaching. I'm passionate about helping others succeed, especially the people that are really like wanting to better their lives. Like I don't want to help people that just want an easy button, right? I want to help people that are like really wanting to make a difference, really wanting to put in the work and effort to make something work and make their lives better for themselves and their family. Yes, I've got 3 daughters that I'm raising in school, got a lovely wife, and I'm a family man. Like, family comes first. Yeah. And I'll do anything for those kids and my family. I'm sure you guys will too, and the audience out there. But, me and Mike decided to partner up and basically kind of take this idea that Mike has basically put together, make it a little easier to follow and make it to where other people can join and learn this. Yeah. So essentially what you are getting when you join this challenge, or if you decide to join, you're literally getting, I mean, I'm not lying. You're literally getting the curtains pulled back. This is what you do, right? Like the 4-day challenge you're going to go through, we're going to show you everything. And you're going to be able to walk away with something that that works. Yeah. So anyway, that's my story.
Yeah, and to be honest, when I first saw you, Troy, talking, you and I share a lot of similarities. I mean, I have 2 kids, and 2's enough for me. But definitely the passion, the education, the desire to help people, that's always something I appreciate. And that's something that's why I reached out to you guys and kind of said, hey, I think I've got some people hopefully outside of James Pelton's circle that might benefit from this whole thing. And it's, again, very little commitment at first, and then obviously lets you dip your toes in and find out if it's right for you, which is also what I love about this. Right. And so I want to bring the good and the bad comments. So Doomslayer says, trust me, Forex will wreck you fast. Although he did follow that up with a really good comment in that it's risk management, which is 100% true. And again, anything will wreck you fast if you don't educate yourself. Just like jumping into a DApp, just like trading, just like doing anything in life. You need to respect whatever you're doing. Even driving a car, it's a weapon if it's used improperly. So you need to master whatever and respect whatever you're playing with. And Forex is definitely no different. If anything, demands more respect, and which I appreciate. And I'm learning a few different things, but at the same token, I definitely want to hone in on 1 or 2 that make the most sense when it comes to things. Because I think, again, with Forex, you can also get lost in the weeds too far if you're trying many different types of strategies or many different types of learning. You have to find out what works for you, which is why this might be handy for folks that other Forex training hasn't worked for.
Well, Justin, you have to find out what your profile as a trader is first. Are you a day trader? Are you a swing trader? Are you a scalper? You know, what's your lifestyle? Do you have a 9 to 5? Because you probably don't want to be scalping if you have a 9 to 5, because it might demand that you sit there and watch the chart while you're in that trade for the next few hours. Then you have to decide, are you the type of person that's disciplined enough to follow a rules-based strategy no matter what? Meaning no matter how you feel, right? Because the facts don't care about your feelings, as they say. And instead of trading, you know, possibilities, which are like
And
these
praying and
feelings
going, I
you
hope it
get,
goes up.
right? Right. We trade probabilities.
Yeah.
So there's a big difference there. And, you know, what'd you say? Kevin was his name, who made that comment. Who was his name that made that comment? Because that was smart what he said there. Yeah. So it's risk management. Let me tell you something. This is something we preach. And of course, everyone says, let me tell you how funny this is. Everybody knows risk management. You know it. He knows it. Just like everybody knows that if you want to get in good shape, what do you need to do? Do you need to go work out every day, or do you need a solid diet? Which one matters more? Both of them matters,
Yeah.
but which is the one that everyone skips?
Oh, everybody skips the diet one.
Let's just be real, man. But everybody knows it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not taught. And that's the point, Doomslayer. It's not taught, brother. It's not taught. It's like, you know that it's risk management. Well, yeah. Well, what does that mean? Oh, it just means 2-to-1 ratio. It just means risk less than you win. That's not teaching it. That's not actually showing you a strategy with that built in. Even if I were to say, when the 50 crosses the 100, this isn't that type of thing. We're not doing that. We're showing you how to define areas on the chart that are what we call it a certain thing. I mean, we have a name for everything that we do. Maybe we can get in that. But the big thing is that you find areas on the chart where it's more likely for price to react. And whether you want to call them supply and demand zones, everyone thinks that they know how to find them. They go and they get an indicator, or they kind of know the chart a little bit. They go on higher time frames. They try to find them. But the problem is there's no actual system that's been back tested that's really showing people. There's some guys that we follow that are making 20 grand a day. Some of them much more.
Yeah.
Literally following some of the things that we have in our baseline strategy. Not everything, because there's so many things. And by the way, Justin, there's a lot of ways to make money. There's a lot of ways to make money as a trader, man. There's many different styles. I mean, I have 5 different mentors, and all of them have different styles of trading. You know, we were just talking about ICT. Awesome trader. I mean, he's one of the biggest guys out there. And in fact, a lot of our baseline formula is centered around his strategies. But it's so complicated. You start watching his videos, you're like, by the 4th video, you're like, shit, there's like 80 million things to learn here. So how do you define and simplify trading and pull back that curtain? That's what the 4-day challenge is all about. So, and you know, we want to make that accessible. That's why it's $1 to get in. It's not because it's cheap. It's because we didn't want to get botted. First of all, we want to have some type of skin in the game.
And I'll say something. I've got something else
please go ahead, brother.
that maybe your viewers would appreciate.
Yeah.
I did start in crypto, right? In DeFi projects. I'm not saying DeFi projects are bad, but probably like all of you, you made a little money and you got rugged by a lot, right? And there's still people out there rugging people. The reason why I was gravitated towards trading was because it put like a sense of control into my own hands. Like as a human being, it's like I'm not relying on a developer or a team or a you know, hopefully the Discord channel doesn't say something negative, because then everybody's going to dump.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I wanted to be able to control my own destiny, right?
Yeah.
Like be a man, freaking actually learn a real skill that's going to like benefit me and my family. Like going into a project and putting some money into it, anybody can do that.
Yeah.
and hope. And I'm not saying that that's bad, because, you know, in the next bull run, there's gonna be a lot of opportunities for us in DeFi. But when you can learn the skill of trading, and I'm a testament to it, and you spend a little time and learn this and put the time and effort into it, it's an actual game changer, and you control it. You control the outcome. It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. And again, what, like you were saying, is you can then free yourself up time, free yourself up other things. Like it's mind blowing what can be opened up for you. And Mike obviously kind of related to it. That's why I brought the website up. And so obviously there's a link in the Discord or in the live stream. So if anybody is interested, you basically just fill this out. It does require $1. And I'm assuming that's kind of a barrier to entry just to make sure it's serious people and that kind of stuff. I presume that's the mindset behind that. And just
we make sure they're real serious for that whole dollar, brother. Like we're banking off that dollar. Let me tell you. No,
yeah, exactly.
It's honestly, just have a little skin in the game. We want you to show up for the challenge. Don't just come in for free and then mosey out. If you're going to pay the $1, get into the challenge, be there.
Yeah. Exactly. How many Discord channels do you just join because it's a free link, but you never really go in and take action on any of them?
That's true.
Right.
Exactly.
We want people that, can say, yeah, I want to put $1 in. I really want to join this challenge. If you don't care about trading, don't join. Like we don't want you in here. But if you're interested, pay $1, come join us. You're going to get a ton of value.
Yep.
Yeah. And again, I do agree anyways with, even if it's just $1, is just that idea of having that exchange to kind of say, okay, I'm committing to this. And it kind of gives you that added whatever it is to kind of make sure that you come through and learn the stuff. So really you just click on the link, fill in the information, hit submit. And I'm assuming there's a wallet hookup. I know I did it, but now I'm trying to visualize it, but
you're good.
And then you're good to go. And I guess the other thing to note is even after that, I don't to make sure everybody's realizing all of it, even after you've done the 4-day challenge, you still have access, even if you choose not to go further, even if it's not the right thing for you, you still have access to the information that you've learned and to the part of the community to still, if you kind of want to come back to it, if you kind of just want to refresh yourself in what you're doing, or after you've taken the time to kind of try it up, you still have that ability to go back to it, I guess, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's there for them the entire time. All the replays are going to be there. The community is absolutely free. You can go in and post your wins. You can post your, charts. We're in there managing. Troy, how much do you manage in that community daily? You're in there daily, man.
You're in there a lot.
Yeah. So I don't think it was very clear.
Yeah.
But once you pay $1, you will get like an email invite to join our community. And within that community, that's where kind of you start the challenge. That's just inside that community, we have what we call a fuel up. And it's like a course that we already have there ready for you to go that kind of gets you caught up to speed. And you want to go through those videos, and that content is good value, right? And it's going to help you get things set up and ready for the challenge. And all those videos are there and help guide you step by step to get you ready for actually taking the challenge.
Perfect.
So it's cool, and it's a community. There's a lot of videos on trading. There's other people posting their wins. It's just a cool place to be.
Yeah. And I find I pick up certain things fast in my life. Whatever. It's just what I do. And I found myself even getting in there and kind of going, when somebody asked a question, it's like, oh yeah, I just did that the other day. Hey, just to do this. Cause every so often you don't make it there as quick as I do, but most of the time you're right there, which is awesome. Yeah. So I just really wanted to get this information out to, again, hopefully more people. I'm going to do another video. I think just myself kind of wrapping up what we're doing, because getting people to watch live sometimes are a little hit and miss nowadays, whereas the 5-minute video kind of saying, hey, this is what we talked about, go click if you want more, and then obviously check out the link. I just really love that it's easy access to some really great information that, like I said, I've tried and used, and it does work. I've got to get more deeper into it, and that's just me trying to free up time. And that's also why I find this handy, because then I can do it with hopefully some members of my community, and then kind of get reattached to it and then go further with it. I'm trying to think, is there anything else you guys want to get to? Because I don't know if there's a whole lot else to hit. Really, the idea here is inexpensive at first. Come on in, have a peek, learn what you guys are about, see if it's the right fit for you, and then make your decision from there. There's really not any amazing, crazy commitment right now, which is amazing, which is great.
No, not really. You're going to demo out. You're going to use a demo account. You're going to prove to yourself that you can do this before you go in and wreck yourself with a bunch of money like I did. And I'm here for you. If I had a coach in the beginning, it would have saved me not only time, but money. They say it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert in something. What they don't tell you is that if you have a good mentor, I saw the process for me personally. It was like I was ready to take things to that level. I saw these guys making money consistently every day. How? There's something they're doing that I'm not doing. I see a little one. Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. We got
I
kids. We understand. It's like,
I
all right, you guys
usually
doing
don't have
something
this
to do.
problem, but yeah.
Mine got up on my lap one time.
Yeah.
But no, it's like this, man. It's like I wish I had a mentor sooner. I'm
Mhm.
not saying that I'm perfect. I'm far from that.
Yep.
Even my mentors are not perfect. They're always learning. I'm a student myself. But we got something here. There's something really cool. And, I want to try to be that beacon of light for those people that want in. And I started trading in 2017. One of my mentors started trading in 1980s.
Jeez.
So, I mean, I'm new considering, right? But I'm profitable. I'm consistent. I'm leading people to be profitable as well, which is really fun and cool. And I wasn't really expecting to take it here. The
Mhm.
last community that I had, awesome group of people. I saw in the comments with, unfortunately the project failed. The overarching project, which was basically we all invested into a PAM account that stole all of our money. But
Yeah.
the basis of it, which was really cool, one of the things that I did was Scalpers Anonymous. And that's one of the things our members got was a ticket into that. And Scalpers Anonymous was a trading community where I started, and I love that community. I love all the people in that entire ordeal, but the trading community, it's Scalpers Anonymous. I love those guys because they were like on it every day, posting their wins, posting up what they were doing. I could just scroll through our wins channel forever. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of posts in there. And these guys know, if they saw me lying right now, they'd call me out. But like the truth of the matter is like, people want to know how to do this. People want to learn how to trade. It sounds so easy, sipping margaritas on the beach while you click a button, trade from anywhere, freedom, financial freedom. But you need somebody to hold you accountable, man. You need a plan and you need a strategy where you're not just going on YouTube trying to find one thing or another. Every day is a new shiny object. You can
Well, and
get
not only
wrecked.
that,
Yeah.
not to
Yeah.
interrupt,
Go
Mike,
ahead.
but even that when you're wanting to learn trading, if you go and Google it or go on to videos, half the time you're getting people that are just showing their wins, not
Yeah.
showing their losses, not showing how to be disciplined, not showing the risk management side of it. They're just going, "Hey, do this, follow me, and you'll get everything," and or
Yeah.
a signals channel or whatever. Like
Yeah.
there's no
It's goofy.
value to that.
Right.
You're still gambling and hoping that you're putting your faith in somebody else.
Yeah.
So I appreciate trying to just get people more in the know and more understanding. And
Yeah.
and again, it's so handy to have the skill, even in crypto. There's still
Right.
going to be learnings here that will help you manage your other things you do in crypto better,
Yeah.
even if it's just the discipline side of it. So yeah.
Absolutely. 100,000%. That's why we created the 4-day challenge. So you can dip your toes in the water, see what we're talking about. And if it's not for you, it's not for you.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. I don't know if there's a whole bunch more. I do appreciate this. And guys,
Yeah.
the
Thank
call
you,
to
Justin.
action to you, because it's always good to kind of say that, is like I said, check out that video
Yeah.
or check out that link that's in the description. And then just come on by. It's $1. You can
Yeah.
try it out, see what you think. And the 4 days is informative. Like I said, I've done it and happy to do it again. I wouldn't waste that time if I didn't see the value in it for you guys.
It's awesome.
So please come on by. Like I said, I'll do up another kind of just quicker video to kind of go through what we spoke about today and link to this. And I hope we can find a few people that want to learn because I think more of us need to take that mantle up right now in the space, especially in the bear market, because as you mentioned from the very beginning, Forex is something where the volume's there.
Oh yeah.
Waiting for anything really. It's there, and there's ability to pull from that volume because there's so much of it. Unlike crypto, where you're pulling it, you're pulling it like very small short strings to try and find a win with the volatility that's so minimal in there. And again, you don't know when, like you said, that Wix is going to take you out in crypto stuff because somebody's going to come in and take everybody's shorts out or take everybody's longs out.
Well, the market is always hunting. It's always hunting for liquidity. But when you have less than $1 trillion industry, you got Apple that's worth more than the entire industry of crypto. Right. So like it's kind of hard to put it in perspective when you have gold at trillions and trillions of dollars, and it's very hard to move. But liquidity is still being hunted, make no doubt about it. But it's just not the same. Zones and structure is respected more in Forex, especially when you hop over to the NASDAQ or the SPY. You talk about these zones, and I can get into it when we get into the challenge, but these are the things that are more structural based when you get outside of just crypto. I love crypto, but the fees are stupid. And it's just not worth it. for me.
Yeah,
I
you'll
can
eat
still
the
trade
rich.
Bitcoin on my brokerage, by the way. Like I can still trade Bitcoin if I want to, right? So,
Did you choose not to?
Yeah.
yeah, thank you, man. Yeah.
No worries.
And
Troy,
I
go ahead.
think what's important for people to understand here is, for one, this isn't a project that you're putting crypto into or whatever. I saw one of those comments, like I want to just slap that person, right? Like seriously, this is a opportunity for you to learn how to trade. Like it's a skill. It's not a project. It's a skill you can learn. You can use any broker you want. You don't have to use the MVFX or whatever broker we're recommending.
Right.
Use whoever you want. You're learning a freaking skill,
Exactly.
right? That's what's important here. And you really need to understand that. It's helped me. It's helped me see the charts, and it's changed my life. And I know it will for you too, if you just put in the effort, right?
Yep. And if nothing else, you get Troy, and he's a person to be like you are in there, like I said. And I do appreciate the value you bring to it too. And there's even other things you get when you get further into the rabbit hole of the Midas touch. So do please take a moment, look at the website, have a peek. If you can forfeit $1, you will get that value back very easily, and then some. Hopefully, is the whole idea. So, and I guess the one thing I didn't ask, and I thought about it at one point, but was there anything you guys wanted to show of this, or should we leave that all for the? I mean, I think you guys, like I said, for the $1 you go through some pretty damn good detail of everything once you get in there.
Yeah, come to the challenge. It's all in there. We got it all lined up. We're ready for everybody.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, sure. And thank you guys. And if you do guys have questions, please, you got a few minutes there if you want to throw them in there. Robster just came out. I assume there's hedging involved in the strategy they teach, given the name. Some prop firms don't let you hedge, which is sad. So this one really isn't necessarily a prop firm type system, I guess, if you will.
Well, that's the thing that we have something for you if you want to do that, go that route, right? Like we actually had a guy on the community thanked us.
Yeah.
Like I think that was yesterday, right, Mike, or a couple of days ago. He like passed his challenge
2 days ago. Yeah.
I can't remember. There's like certain levels or something like that. And he was
past phase 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's two phases usually. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to get 10% within
depends on the prop, but yeah, some of them are like you got to get 8 to 10% your first time through, and then the second challenge is like 4% to 8 again, and then you start playing with live money.
You don't have to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Troy.
Yeah, so there's hedging involved with our main strategy, right? But we're teaching people who, know how to trade or don't know how to trade, going from the start to the finish line right here. So there is some value here. You can learn something in this, right? So
I would just say that you don't have to hedge. Hedges are
you don't have to hedge.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were gonna say, because hedging is the naked hedge system, and yes, that's how we creatively manage our money, right? But you can just as easily use a good risk reward system, which we teach as well, and we have a system called Zonecraft, and essentially just using Zonecraft with a simple stop loss and TPs. And letting your runners ride. And if you know anything about trading, it's essentially where if you're in a profit, you can set your stop loss to break even. So it's a risk-free trade, and just let your runner ride, meaning just let, maybe take 25%, 50% off the table and let the rest ride. That's another. And then we take that, that stop loss that's at break even, and we trail price. So as the runner rides, we're right behind it, getting more and more, securing profits more and more. So you don't have to necessarily use hedging with our system, but the naked hedge, the full system, is a hedging strategy. We have plenty of guys that are in here that don't hedge, and they just scalp with us. By the way, we have a signals channel. It's as you're probably aware, when you're a member, we have signals. We do about 5 to 20% on our signals a month. In fact, I really should just say like 20, because I don't think we're going to go under 20%. I swear, we've been on a tear. Nice. I haven't been keeping track of the losers because there's so few. That's the truth. Yeah. And I'm not trying to brag. It's just what it is. We're posting up signals and they're working, and people post up wins almost every day in our group in the inner circle. And then we also have, a way for you to earn while you learn, and everyone is winning in our community. I'll just put it to you like that. There is not one person that's in that system that is down right now out of 127 members or whatever we have. And that's because we have something really special for the members. And we go through that on day 4. If you join and you go through the 4-day challenge, you'll see hints of it that are dropped in the community. But yeah.
But yeah, I don't want anybody to join just for those opportunities.
No, yeah,
Like
you got to
literally,
join.
I want people who are here that are interested in trading, because
Yeah.
I'm going to be helping you guys one-on-one. Like if you're going to join, like I'm going to be on you. I'm going to make sure you're successful.
Yeah, that was also a big takeaway for me for that is that you guys are very hands-on and do want everybody to succeed. Who wants to succeed? You still have to have your own inner motivation. You still have to have your own desire to make this work. But as long as you have that, you guys are way more hands-on than most places I see in this kind of situation. So I appreciate that. And think that's definitely a good bonus as well. So appreciate all that. Is there any last final words or words of wisdom before we head off? But other than that, for everybody else, if you can, check out that link in the description below. And like I said, I hope to see some of you in the community. Please give me a shout out if you do head in there. I think I'm in there. I think it's under my name, Justin. So you should be able to find me easily, but I'd appreciate that as well. Oh, and I guess somebody else just posted something. I am an ICT trader, but I'll check this out. Cheers. Thanks so much, Robster.
I love ICT, man. Yeah, that's our bro. Yeah.
You have to be somebody that's always willing to learn from somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like that's the only way you're going to be successful, right?
Yeah. The get rich quick people and the people that are the degens in DeFi that really don't want to think about it and want to click a button to win or lose. This is not for them. But more of us need to take that leap of faith into something better for ourselves, because I think too many people come into DeFi thinking they're going to take their same habits from real life and it'll magically work, even though it didn't work in real life. They need to realize, nope, that's not going to happen. It's not. You're going to keep banging your head against the wall. So these are opportunities where you can hopefully change your stripes and move your trajectory in the way you actually want.
Well, I appreciate you, man. Like you're a stand-up guy.
Yep.
Like you're someone that's genuine out there, that you're really wanting to help people, right?
Yeah.
And you're trying to help people.
Yeah.
But it's great because I feel like we're building this little community of people that are actually out there trying to help people and make a difference. Because there's so many people out there that are just wanting to scam people or not. It's just fake.
Like they don't give real value. They don't actually.
Crap.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So it's cool that we're kind of like coming together and like actually being people, like good human beings, right? That are standing up for what's right, doing the right thing, and just providing value, right? Because guess what? If I provide value to somebody that's watching this and I can impact their life and change it in a better, guess what they're going to do? They're going to go do the same thing for somebody else.
Yep.
And that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Nope. Agreed. And that's the thing. And we need more people like that. And we need to be louder. That's the other problem. I think we all kind of shy away from, and we're getting into philosophical conversation now, but I think we oftentimes shy away because and I hate to use the word fudsters, but the negative people in the space are so loud, and they almost want to see it fail to make themselves right. And they've almost gotten on a mantle for it. And it's really sad to see, because there's so much opportunity in this space as a whole. Not that Forex is, it's kind of an outlier of this space, but it's still the same kind of thing, because normally most of us can't access this stuff because we're not a certified investor and all that kind of stuff, right? Like it's usually out of reach for most of us. So this space helps us get access to those things, which is amazing, and helps us get access to brokers that we can't usually do because we're not rich.
Right.
So I appreciate that and appreciate your kind words and reciprocate them very well back to you guys. So I guess that's pretty much all she wrote, but I appreciate all this, and hopefully we'll get some benefits of some people joining and hopefully winning from this. Even if it's one person, like you said, Troy, even if it's one person that sees this and gets in there and then finally changes their trajectory, that would be a massive win for me. And so I hope this adds some value to somebody. So
thank you, Justin. I appreciate you, man.
No problem. My pleasure. Have a good night, guys.